Health and Living Community, Riley Oil Company, Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James, Summers Seamless Gutters, Springs Valley Bank and Trust, Team OC Youth Mentoring, Orange County Eats, The Superburger, and Whitfield Investments.
After we're going through the month of January undefeated, the Paoli Rams look to continue their winning ways to start off a new month, the final month of the regular season, as the calendar turns to February on this Saturday, and the Rams are back out on the road against another good team, a team that's rated number 11 and number 12 in the 2A AP, just like Paoli, the 11-4 Forest Park Rangers. Good evening, everybody. Dave Dedrick along with Bert Pedigo. It's time now for Rams basketball on Mix 95.3. Streaming live on WUME953.com and Ask Alexa to play WUME 953. Well, both these teams, Bert, had tough games last night. The Rams won a good one on the road against Fordham Central, while Forest Park fell to their county and conference rival, Southridge.
Yeah, for Paoli, it was a ball game that took quite a bit of effort. No doubt about that. It was a grinded-out affair that Paoli finally got up late. And for Forest Park, it was one of those ball games where they got up early, but then trailed by 8 in the first half, and Southridge was basically able to keep them at arm's length, with the exception of a stretch in the second half where Forest Park gets close. They just couldn't quite get over the hump. But a county rivalry, that'll take a lot out of you, and I think the depth of both teams will be tested tonight.
Rams' 7-game winning streak coming in tonight to Ferdinand to take on the Rangers. The Forest Park Rangers 11-4, number 12 in the AP, number 11 in the USA. Today poll for head coach Drew Messmer, 38-32 in his third year. Rams are number 13 in the AP, number 11 in the USA Today poll, 12-1. Head coach Dusty Cole, 207-91. As we continue with the Team OC pregame show, Team OC expanding possibilities, one child at a time. We'll talk with head coach Drew Messmer of Forest Park and Dusty Cole of Paoli. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
Your high-end electronics and gadgets are only as good as your internet service provider. Stop the frustration of slow and unreliable internet service with a call to Orange County Fiber. Call Orange County Fiber and check out their brand new fiber packages that include lightning-fast upload and download speeds for households that stream, game, and surf the internet. Call Orange County Fiber and see the difference fiber can make in your daily life or your business operation. Phone OC Fiber at 812-865-2229. Orange County Fiber, bringing high-speed internet to your community.
As we continue with the Team OC pregame show, head coach Drew Messmer of Forest Park joins us now. His team at home to take on the Rams tonight. We'll talk about this Saturday night clash in just a few minutes. But, Coach, tell us a bit about Forest Park Ranger basketball. Off to a good start here at 11-4.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a really good start. We're kind of searching for a signature win right now. Pretty well the top 4 teams that we've played, Southridge, Gibson Southern, Jasper, and Washington. We've just had very poor shooting performances in those games for various different reasons, but we've handled our business in 11 of those games, and we've got a really tough team. It's one of those groups that you're proud to say, hey, I coach these guys, because they just, whether it's going well on either side of the ball, I mean, they're going to play really good defense. They're going to crash the glass really hard. They pride themselves with their effort and making just great second efforts to get offensive boards and things of that nature. So just a really hard-working bunch. Offensively, when we're healthy, we've got all five of our starters are between 9.6 points and 13.5 points a game. So definitely have really good balance, which I think is hard for teams to scout and defend. We got a lot of guys that can shoot the basketball, and off the bench we've got a couple guys that are developing nicely. Jaden Bettag came in last night and had 11 points for us. Had a really good game when we needed him to step up. Owen Bagelin's getting better and better defensively, and he can hit a shot, but he's not quite thrown one together. I think he's hit one this year, and Isaac Moore, defense guys like that will come in and do some nice things for us. But we're just kind of battling the injury bug as well. 35 seconds into our season, we lost our senior captain Bryson Frick to an ACL, so that was a tough blow to our guys. But credit to them, they've been kind of doing this thing for them with their efforts. So on the defensive side, play a lot of man-to-man here and there. We'll play a 2-3 zone, but we just really try to keep guys out of the middle of the floor and make them take tough jumpers and then rebound the ball and push it in transition. Offensively, we're a team that wants to get out and run. So I don't know. This may be a really high-scoring affair. We'll have to see how that goes if both teams' legs will allow it to be that way. But want to push it early, and then we'd like to play inside out, get a lot of just basic motion, and then play with great space and pace.
Coach, you mentioned those 4 teams at the top of your schedule, and one of those was last night in Southridge here.
Yeah, really hard-fought game. Got out to a 12-4 lead on them. And then they just do what they do. They hit shots. Tate Whitehead had 26 on us. Really, really good guard, one of the best in Southern Indiana. So it's kind of, it pairs well or not so well, depending on which side you're on in terms of we had Tate last night. Now we've got Fletcher tonight. So we're going to have to be really good defensively to guard some of those guys. But Southridge is a very good basketball team. Fundamental, as tough as they come. They take care of the basketball, and defensively they're 4th in the state, and you can tell. I mean, there was nothing easy against those guys last night, and we expect the same here tonight. All
right, Coach, you mentioned your matchup with Pearland. You mentioned Fletcher Cole, but what other things concern you about this game tonight?
Well, I mean, according to the coaches that were on the scout, the Sullivan kid had 14 offensive boards in a game at one point this season, so that's an incredible stat. They're just, the thing that really worries you is once again, Fletcher. You could probably name him like 3 or 4 times because of just how special of an offensive player that he is. He's a great teammate. He finds his guys. But it's just the amount of guys they can throw at you. And they've clearly been in the weight room. I mean, that team is physically, they're a problem. So we're going to have to be tough. We're going to have to be fundamental on them. Coach does a great job with his guys, and we expect a really hard-fought battle here tonight.
Well, you mentioned it, Coach, so you're definitely going to have to match them up with the physicality then.
Yeah, there's no question. I mean, that's a big key to this one is can our sophomore big go up against your junior big and keep them off the glass as well as those other guys, because you play with great effort and intensity. It's just hard. Like last weekend we played Jasper on Friday night, and then we played Tecumseh the next night, and you kind of come out a little bit flat because the legs aren't just quite the same. So you got to play with a lot of heart and grit, and you're going to have to find ways to string together with the high-scoring bunch. You got to string some consecutive stops together, or they're capable of putting a bunch of points on you early on.
Line up for your ball club tonight?
Yeah, we'll go with Grant Fleck, Jared Berger, Reese Wolf, Brock Schuler, and Camden Parkheimer.
And then off the bench for you?
We'll have Jaden Bedtag, Owen Bagelin, Isaac Moore, D. Finch, and possibly Hudson King may get in the game here tonight.
Well, you mentioned that you lost Frick early on. Everybody else healthy, though, coming into tonight's game?
Jackson Leakin, kind of battling an ankle injury, came in last night and played 10 great minutes, had 8 points right off the bat in our first 3 minutes, and then just kind of went down again. So we're just going to hold him out to hope for better days when the tournament rolls around.
Coach Messmer, as always, thank you for the time and the talk to you and your ball club. Have a good game tonight.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, Coach Drew Messmer of Forest Park. Stay tuned. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Get ready for a taste explosion at the Super Burger in Paoli, home of the Triple Nuke, the burger that takes flavor to a whole new level. But that's not all. They now proudly claim the title of second best burger in Indiana. Sizzle into satisfaction with their mouth-watering patties made with locally raised 90% lean grass-fed beef with fresh ingredients that'll leave your taste buds begging for more. The Super Burger, where every bite is a journey of culinary delight. Swing by today and discover why they are the talk of the town. The Super Burger, West Main Street in Paoli, where the Triple Nuke reigns supreme and the taste is legendary.
Looking to make a difference? Team OC's Youth Mentoring Program is here to help kids in Orange County reach their full potential. Our mission to expand child's possibilities through a community-wide mentoring program for kids 7 to 17. We provide support, guidance, and a caring adult to lean on. You can be a part of their journey. Become a mentor or make a donation. Join us at 262 West Court Street, Paoli, or visit teamocmentoring.org. Questions? Call Executive Director Priscilla Woodrum at 812-653-0288. Team OC, expanding possibilities one child at a time.
continuing with the Team OC pregame show. Varsity assistant coach Jared Spear joined us again tonight. Rams once again on the road. Another big matchup at Forest Park. We'll talk about the Rangers in just a few minutes. But Coach, got this doubleheader weekend started off in fine fashion. Boy, what a tough win last night.
Yeah, it was a really good win on the road. Gordon Central's had a real good year. They're playing well, and we started off a little slow, missed a few layups there early, but we started getting the ball inside a little bit, and we got some foul trouble. But the good thing was we got Gordon Central in some foul trouble early, so that helped. We got their free throw line a little bit, started making some shots there in the end of the first half, and second half came along, and we really got the ball inside. I thought we drove it really well, had some kick-out threes that we didn't hit, but Apple did make a big one there. That was kind of a big turning point, I thought, with his. I think we were down 2 maybe when he hit that, or up 1. So that was a big shot for him. Then I thought Chad really dominated inside, and Fletcher got going a little bit too. So we made a pretty good run on him there in the second half.
Coach, it's a game kind of like what we thought it would be, wasn't it?
It is, yeah. Anytime we play Corden over the past few years, it's been a really competitive game, and it probably will be for the next few years.
All right, now we turn our focus and attention, get a little bit of a walkthrough today. What were you able to go over to get ready for tonight's game?
We watched a couple films on them. You know how Forest Park plays. They're a hard-nosed, physical team. Got a big kid in the middle that's really good, 42, so we're going to have our hands full with him. And then they go about 3 or 4 guards around him, so we're going to have our work cut out for us.
It's a pretty typical Forest Park team like you talked about. They want to try and go inside out on you?
They do a little bit, yeah. Most of their stuff goes around number 42, but the Wolf kid's really good too. He goes inside out. Then they got 3 perimeter players that like to drive it a lot, and they look for kick-out threes as well. So, but we're going to have to keep them off the boards for sure.
And, Coach, for the second night in a row, another team that's got a good defensive number that they posted so far this season.
Oh, yeah, they're really good defensively. Kind of play similar to what Corden did last night. They switched a little bit, but they've got a shot blocker underneath, a little bit different from last night. So we'll definitely have to be ready, for them. It's going to be almost the same game plan as what last night was.
Coach, this team, they got a big kid in the middle that can protect the rim, kind of like a Hauser matchup.
It is, yeah, and that game named very, very well over Christmas break. But, we should be fine. So if we do what we've been doing the past few weeks, we'll be fine.
Coach, we get the ball out and run up and down the court with this team?
Yes, we can, yeah. It's the same game plan as always. Like I said, we're down still a couple guys, but we still got depth. We're going to play 7 or 8 guys, and game plan is going to stay the same.
Is the team you'll press to turn them over or just kind of control the pace?
We are, yeah. That's just what we do right now. So we're going to try to force some turnovers. I think we forced maybe 13 or 14 against Corden, and we're hoping to do the same against Forest Park as well, full court and half court.
Well, as you break it down, Jared, kind of offensively, defensively, what do you got to do to win tonight?
Well, do the same thing we did last night. I think we got to go inside out, and hopefully we can score a little bit off our defense as well, and make sure we execute in the half court and dominate the rebounds.
As you mentioned, we got some great looks from 3 last night. They just didn't fall.
We did, yeah, and we've got the right guys shooting it. Kirkland, he struggled the past couple games as well, but Kirkland knows he's a shooter, and us coaches know that he is too. So he's going to keep shooting it when he's open, and I think Apple's gained a little bit of confidence as well, so that'll help us out.
Well, last night was in the 40s. Will we get to the 50s or 60s tonight?
Well, we hope so. We feel like if we can score 50 or 60, we can hold teams in the 40s or 50s, so that'll fare well for us.
Line up for your Rams tonight?
We'll go same as last night. We'll have Apple, Fletcher, Kirkland, Traylon, and Chad.
And then off the bench?
It'll be Jackson, Justin, and Ian.
Well, I see that we got Cooper back out. Any chance we could see some action tonight?
We've heard maybe, not tonight, but maybe next weekend. So, but it was good news anyway. Everything's intact. So the swellings went down a lot, and he's been rehabbing. So hopefully next weekend or next week or 2 we'll get him back.
Coach Spear, as always, thank you for the time and the talk in your ball club. Have a good game tonight.
All right, thank you.
Coach Jared Spear of Paoli, stay tuned. You're listening to Rams Basketball on Mix 95.3.
Orange County REMC offers security systems for your home. Home security systems are available to members and non-members and will provide protection from fire, carbon monoxide, and theft. These systems are continuously monitored, so you will have a peace of mind whether you are at home, work, or vacation. You might even qualify for a discount on your homeowner's premium. Install a security system for as low as $299 with monitoring, starting at $29.95 per month with bundle. For more information on these home services, call Orange County REMC at 812-865-2229.
Rams get ready to square off against a very good Forest Park Rangers team here at Beekler Arena, the home of the Forest Park Rangers in Ferdinand. As Rams basketball tonight, a back end of a doubleheader weekend. We talked about the Rams, a big win last night on the road at Gordon Central. For the Forest Park Rangers, they fall to a very good Southridge Raider team here at home. Earlier tonight here in the junior varsity, with the Rams able to stay undefeated as the Paoli Rams got out to an early lead, able to keep Forest Park at arm's length and will bring home a win 49-39 to stay undefeated here in the regular season. The varsity will look and try and follow here tonight, boost that winning streak up to 8 games, a season high, if they can pull it off here tonight against the Rangers. When we continue with the Team OC pregame show, Team OC expanding possibilities one child at a time. We'll have tonight's starting lineups. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Inflation and other economic factors can keep you from getting the best results from your investments. Raymond James financial advisor Jamie Sullivan may be able to help you find ways to stay ahead of inflation, save money on your taxes, and prepare for retirement. Call Jamie Sullivan at 812-849-2670, located in Mitchell, for an appointment. Raymond James & Associates, Incorporated. Member of the New York Stock Exchange, SIPC, Life Well Planned.
Hi, this is John Bender. Since 1931, Bender Lumber has been providing superior service along with quality, innovative building products at fair, competitive prices. In communities throughout southern Indiana, our locations are the primary supplier to residential builders, professional remodelers, as well as do-it-yourselfers who rely on our knowledgeable sales staff to do whatever it takes to proudly serve them and to get the job done. So here's to the first 90 years of local people serving local needs at Bender Lumber.
For over 40 years, families in Orange and surrounding counties have relied on the professionalism of Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli in their time of need. Melvin Dillman established this high standard of dignity and care that remains today under the direction of Tim Scott, family, and staff. Call 812-723-2276 to set up a pre-need appointment, and the staff at Dillman Scott will be happy to discuss all of your options. Southern Indiana's gold standard of care. Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli.
Third game of the week for the Paoli Rams. The big win Tuesday night at home against Tell City. Going out on the road last night to take care of Gordon Central and look to pick up another road win tonight here against the Forest Park Rangers. It's time now for tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by the Super Burger Restaurant, located on West Main Street in Paoli, home of the best-dressed burgers in town. And with our lineups tonight, here's Bert Pedigo.
First off, for the Paoli Rams and Coach Dusty Cole, either number 11 or number 13, depending on which poll you look at. They are 12-1 entering tonight's ball game. They will start this way with a couple of forwards and 3 guards. The forwards will be Traylon Minton and Chad Sullivan. Minton is a 6'2 junior. Sullivan, a 6'3 junior. The guards will be Kirkland Hughes, Fletcher Cole, and Dakota Apple. Hughes, a 6'2 junior, Cole, a 6-foot senior, and Apple is a 6'2 sophomore. For the Forest Park Rangers and Coach Drew Messmer, they come into tonight's game 11-4, and like Paoli, they are ranked either 11 or 12, depending on which of the polls you're looking at. They will start this way with a forward, a center, and 3 guards. The forward will be Reese Wolf. He's a 6'4 senior, averaging 9 points per game. The center, he's a big kid, Camden Partenheimer, 6'8", just a sophomore, averaging 8 points per game. A 3-guard lineup as well with Jared Berger, Brock Schuler, and Grant Fleck in the backcourt. Berger, a 6-foot junior, averaging a team best 13.5 points per ball game. Schuler is 6 foot and a senior. He averages 10 per contest. And Fleck, he is a 6-foot junior, averaging 6 points per ball game. Offensively, Paoli scores it at 65 per game. Defensively, they give up 43.7. For the Forest Park Rangers, offensively, like Paoli, at the 60-point mark at 60.1. And defensively, almost the exact same as what Paoli gives up at 43.6. Your starters again, Trey Minton, Chad Sullivan, Kirkland Hughes, Fletcher Cole, and Dakota Apple for Paoli. For Forest Park, it'll be Reese Wolf, Camden Partenheimer, Jared Berger, Brock Schuler, and Grant Fleck. Your starting lineups tonight, they have been brought to you by the Super Burger Restaurant on West Main Street in Paoli, home of the best-dressed burgers in town. Paoli Rams, they are in the traveling purple tonight, trimmed in the white and gold. And for the Forest Park Rangers, they are in the home whites, trimmed in green. And Dave Dedrick will take us through tonight's ball game.
Should be a great matchup between two very good teams in Class 2A, and hopefully the Rams will be able to come out on top as they get set, and hopefully will pick up win number 13 of the season. Good crowd on hand, as always, when you come to Forest Park. And once again, the Rams have traveled well on this Saturday night.
Yeah, really have. Came out in good numbers. They were very vocal in a physically played JV game earlier, a game won by Paoli, 49-39. Let's see if the varsity can get out with a win as well. Sullivan steps to the center court circle for Paoli.
Ian Partenheimer get this game underway, and Kirkland Hughes goes up high to bring down the tip. And the Rams will get the first shot at the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Forest Park opens up in their traditional man-to-man defense, working on the right side to Hughes, try to bounce it off a defender, but the ball knocked away and stolen. Wolf comes down the middle of the lane just below the free throw line, kick it out. 3 by Berger on the way is short, no good. And Traylon Mitten able to wade in there and pick up that rebound for the Rams. Quickly brings it up with the dribble to Hughes. Fakes 3, hands it off to Mitten and give it out to Fletcher Cole. Cole will work out front. It'll be number 14 against 14. The screen set there by Mitten. Switch taken over by Berger. Cole to the left of the key with the dribble. Hesitation move. Now goes to the basket. Reverses against the big man. Lays it up from left to right. Up and good. And the Rams are up by a score of 2-0. Made basket will allow the Rams to put up 2-2-1 full court pressure. Down the sideline quickly. Wolf has it into the offensive end. He pulls it out behind the arc. Skip it over to Berger to the right of the key. He'll hand it off to Fleck. Fleck between the circles, picked up by Dakota Apple as the Rams also go man-to-man. Working Fleck, bounce pass down the lane. Here's Berger driving in traffic. Shot off the back of the rim too hard, no good. As once again, Mitten corrals the rebound, one and done. And Fletcher Cole brings it up across the timeline with the Rams up 2-0. Working on the right side to Kirkland Hughes. He'll bring it out near the volleyball spike line to Apple in between the circles. Apple give it off to Fletcher Cole. Again, his dad here, but Dusty not 100% battling that flu. Here's Fletcher rising, elevates. His shot from the left elbow, no good. Rebound, though, by Chad Sullivan. A couple of dribbles, put it up. It would not go. And then Partenheimer able to clean it off. Long lead pass down the lane as Berger driving. His shot, no good, tipped around. Apple has the rebound. May have been partially blocked by Sullivan. Quickly to Hughes. Wide open 3. Right wing is good. And that's a good sign for the shooter, Kirkland Hughes, to see one go in after struggling last night. And a quick timeout going to be taken by Coach Drew Messmer as the Rams are up 5-0 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Cool motorcycle. How'd you afford it?
I got a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union.
That's cool. Why a motorcycle?
I had a sign at work.
And now if you turn to page 3 on your binders, you'll see that.
Fund your adventures with a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union. Remodel your home, go on an epic vacation, or get the boat, RV, jet ski, or motorcycle of your dreams. Apply at any Hoosier Hills Service Center. Subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions are subject to change. Equal housing lender, MLS number 408510.
6:08 to go in the first quarter. Paoli out to an early 5-0 lead. Coach Drew Messmer didn't like the way things were going at the start. He calls a quick timeout. Paoli gets a chance to set full court pressure. As you mentioned in the play-by-play, Kirkland Hughes seeing that first shot go down. That could be a good sign for Paoli. It'll definitely be a confidence booster for him.
Gets the pressure. Forest Park gets the ball in the middle of the court to Schuler. Reaching foul going to be called on Mitten. That'll be his first.
Yep, his first, team first. Give it over to Forest Park across the way.
6:04 to go. First quarter play. Rams lead at 5-0. Paoli drops back into their half-court man-to-man as Fleck will bring it across the 10-second line, working on the right side to Berger. Like a 3-out and 2-under spread offense between the circles. Fleck has it. Looks to the right side to Schuler. Fakes right, goes left down in the lane. Stumbled, but finally got it over to Wolf, who laid it up and good. Wolf, a nice little cut on the baseline for his first two, makes it a 5-2 ball game. Cole will bring it up, call the thumbs-up play in front of Coach Drew Messmer of Forest Park. Takes it with the dribble, reverse it back to Hughes to the right of the key. Hughes hands it off to Mitten on the right wing, switching man-to-man defense. Out front, Mitten with the dribble. Rams run a little weave. Here's Cole driving into the free throw line area. Pass it back out to Hughes. Hughes over to Apple to the left of the key. Dakota swings it right side to Mitten. Mitten looking down low, trying to post up Sullivan, working hard against the big man Partenheimer down in the lane. Off the screen, Fletcher Cole fakes, hesitates, dumps it off to Chad, drives right side. Oh, shot up good, but a charging foul will be called as Wolf came sliding in from the weak side.
That was a good job by Paoli, drawing the big kid away from the bucket, getting the pass down to Sullivan. But they undercut him and got there in time, the official says, to draw the charge. That'll be the first on Sullivan, second on Paoli as a team. That'll give it over to Forest Park out of bounds.
Second turnover this quarter for the Rams early in this ball game. Yet to play 3 minutes. Paoli up by 3. Into the middle. Fleck across the timeline. Dribbles all the way to the free throw line. Kick it out in the corner. But there's Traylon Mitten to step in the passing lane. Come up with the interception. Then Fleck comes back to try and take a charge, and he'll be called for a block.
Yeah, he took the worst of it, too. Fleck, he took a elbow. Or is that Wolf, 24?
Wolf,
yeah. Yeah, he's got it. And that'll be the first on him and first on Forest Park as a team. He's going to come out of the ball game and probably get the teeth checked as well.
Jaden Bettag comes in, 5'10", and a senior, so the Rangers get smaller on that exchange. Out high, Cole with the basketball, crosses over inside the arc, dump it down to Sullivan. Sullivan turns into the lane, bodies up at Partenheimer. His pass deflected, but it comes right back to Chad. He drives right side, shot by Partenheimer. He blocked it from Sullivan. Then on the baseline, trying to save it in is Bettag, and the ball goes out of bounds. And the officials may have to confirm because it definitely went off the Rams. And the initial signal was against Forest Park.
Yeah, as soon as the official heard the groans from the home crowd, and I think even from the visiting crowd, he realized he just pointed the wrong way, and Forest Park gets the ball.
4:39 to go. Into the backcourt, Schuler has it to Fleck. Fleck across the timeline to Schuler. Schuler top of the key, hesitation, move down the lane. Now he speeds right to the basket, lays it up and good with the left hand. His first two of the night. The Rangers are back within one at 5-4. 4:20 to go in the first quarter. Toll working against the man-to-man. Give it off to Mitten on the left wing. Mitten with the dribble. Puts it between the legs, pulls it out, give it out front to Apple. Apple behind the back dribble, stops to the left of the key to Cole. Rams overload that left side. Cole clears it out, dribbles in the lane, pull up, elbow jumper, left side front of the rim, no good. And Partenheimer the rebound, long outlet pass. It is caught and on the run. Bettag drives, lays it up, and good. Nice outlet pass. Bettag has his first two, and Forest Park has their first lead of the night. Apple tries to answer a runner down the lane, no good. Rebound by Partenheimer. Give it up in the backcourt to Bettag. Bettag across the timeline, works one-on-one against Apple. Stops his shot, blocked by Dakota. He comes out with the loose ball. Give it off to Cole. Rams down by one in the basketball. Hand it off to Kirkland Hughes. Long three, straight away. Back of the rim, too hard, no good. Deep rebound, Bettag. Hands it off, driving down the lane. Fleck puts it up. Contact, shot wouldn't go, but a foul is called. As it is Forest Park in transition tonight, the game that the Rams want to use.
So it's a reminder of what we saw last year when these two met. That was Forest Park. When the shot goes up, they leak somebody out, and they will get that ball out in a hurry and get down court for good shot opportunities. That foul on Kirkland Hughes, that's going to be his first, and the third on Paoli as a team.
Grant Fleck at the line, averaging 6 points a game. The lefty's free throw is going to be short and no good. Keeps it a 6-5 advantage for the Rangers. Jackson Reynolds will come in. Chad Sullivan will come out. Also, number 40, Owen Beglin, 6'6", and a senior, as Partenheimer will get his first break of the night. Fleck starting guard. Second free throw going to be short. Also falls right into the hands of Jackson Reynolds, who will cradle it. He'll hand it off to Fletcher Cole. He'll bring it up with the dribble. Rams been stuck on 5 for a couple of minutes now. High post pass comes right side to Mitten, looking down low. Couldn't get it to Apple on the backdoor cut. Here's Cole faking. He goes into the lane, put it up off the left side of the glass, and good. Fletcher with 4. Rams back out on top, 7-6 with 3:05 to go. Down the left sideline, Fleck in a double team near the 10-second line, shovels it ahead to Schuler. Bounce pass down low, and shot put up by Beglin, no good. Fletcher Cole thought he got a lot of basketball, but the official said, no, you got a lot of arm, and that foul will go on Fletcher Cole of Paoli.
That foul on Cole is going to be his first, and team fourth so far. 4 of the 5 starters for Paoli have the one foul.
Beglin, the 6'6" senior, another lefty up at the free throw line, front of the rim, back of the rim, and through, gets his first point of the night. Sullivan back in, or Traylon Mitten will come out. Checking in will be Wolf for Forest Park. Bartenheimer as well, as Schuler will get a break along with Fleck. Again, both these teams had tough games last night, and both coaches know that legs may go pretty quick here tonight. Second free throw spins around and falls through for Begley. Forest Park back out on top by 1 at 8-7 with 2:50 to go in the first quarter of play from Beekler Arena. Cole brings it into the offensive end, takes it to the left of the key, skip it over the top to Hughes. Hughes on the right side, back over to Apple on the left side. Apple out behind the arc, looking down low for Sullivan. Can't get it to him. Rams now go to the high post to Reynolds, turns, faces the basket, kicks it back out to Apple to Cole beyond the volleyball spike line. Thought about loading up three, but did not pull the trigger. Give it up to Apples. The Rams very patient, down by 1 with 2:25 to go in the first quarter. Around the perimeter, Rams look as Forest Park drops, looks like to a 2-3 zone for the first time tonight. Out front here is Cole, dribbles inside the arc, pulls it back out with the dribble. Rams again patient, trying to run a player to the high post. Reynolds flashed there, but they couldn't get the ball to him. Now he returns. Instead to Apple, down the lane he goes. He puts up a little dump pass down low to Chad Sullivan, who got behind the defense. It's up and good. Bartenheimer went down very awkwardly, comes up limping a bit with that right leg, and with all the injuries that Forest Park has had last night, it was leaking, and of course lost one of their starting guards into that first game of the year, that being Bryson Frick. That's not what Forest Park needs, is another guy hurt.
Yeah, last thing they need is somebody twisting an ankle, and they've had all kinds of injuries, just like Paoli's dealing with the shortage of a couple of players. Forest Park the same way.
Into the backcourt across the timeline, dribbling in is Wolf. Lets the defense clear, give it up out front. Berger to the right of the key. Rams drop back in their man-to-man with 1:40 to go, up by 1, Paoli. Forest Park the basketball, work Wolf on the right wing, picked up by Hughes. Kick it out to Bartenheimer. Get everybody up above the free throw line, driving down the lane, kicking his Betag. Give it up out front and dump it off into the corner. Working, Betag has it again to Berger, quickly around the perimeter to Bartenheimer. Bartenheimer looking to Wolf. Wolf with the dribble. Now a little pick and roll, but Rams defended it very nicely. Around the perimeter to Begley. Give it off into the corner. Betag playing well off the bench has it. Down to 1:10 to go. Forest Park very patient in their offensive motion. Out front, Bartenheimer launches a long three. Oh, and he got it. And Sullivan came out at him and fouled him, knocked him to the floor. And there's one of those fouls you don't want to see Chad commit. That'll be his second. And the first three-pointer for Bartenheimer. More of a surprise that he actually took that shot. He'll have a rare 4-point play opportunity.
And that foul is trouble for Paoli because their big man, Chad Sullivan, has picked up his second personal foul. He's going to have to go out of the ball game just that quickly, and Traylon Minton will check back in for Paoli.
Bartenheimer, 6'8", and a sophomore, coming in, averaging 8 points per ball game. Made the three. Free throw, though, is no good. Deep rebound, though, is going to be pulled down by Fleck to give a second chance. Down the lane, Schuler kick it out in the corner, bobbled. Driving in is Bartenheimer, right back into Schuler in the lane. One dribble, rises up from 5 feet and put it up and in. Schuler's first two, a big trip that time for the Rangers, and they've got the lead out at 13-9 with 45 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Cole pulls it out to the one-guard set, dribbles in below the lane, all the way below the free throw line, up good, counted, and a foul. Fletcher Cole able to beat his defender, Grant Fleck, off the dribble. That's his 6th point. Fletcher will walk to the free throw line for a 3-point play opportunity, hitting over 90% from the free throw line.
And that foul will go on Jaden Betag. He came in with the help defense, his first and team second.
Free throw by Fletcher, up and good. Get a quick substitution as Hayden Bostock will come in and give Fletcher a break here with 37 seconds to go prior to the quarter in. Rams lead it by 1. Forest Park the basketball. Rams go 1-2-2 full court pressure in the backcourt. Fleck used up the dribble, give it up quickly to Wolf. Wolf across the timeline, poked away by Bostock and stolen by Minton. Minton will bring it up across the timeline to Reynolds with 23 seconds to go. Rams look to hold here, hopefully, for the final shot and take a lead into the quarter break if they're able to make it. Hughes used up the dribble to Bostock. Bostock bobbled it, got it back, but a reach-in foul going to be called on Grant Fleck.
Waste of a foul there, that far away from the bucket. That foul on Fleck is going to be his first and team third. And just that quickly, you'll see Bostock check out. And with that final possession possible, you'll get Fletcher Cole checking back in.
Isaac Moore will come in, 6'3", and a senior, sees his first action as both coaches going into the bench. Cole right along the 10-second line, guarded closely there and bodied up as he dribbles into the lane, put it up at the free throw line. Ball tipped around. Partenheimer loses it. Saved by Apple, throws it back into Cole, and as he tried to go up with it, couldn't get a shot off, and time will expire. And that'll be the first quarter of play from Beekler Arena on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Forest Park 13, Paoli 12. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summers Seamless Guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home, protect it properly. Choose Summers Seamless Gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summers Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
Tightly played first quarter here at Beekler Arena with Forest Park able to take a 1-point advantage at the end of the first 8 minutes of play, and it will be Forest Park basketball to start this second quarter of play.
Paoli shoots 45% in the first quarter, 5 of 11 overall, including 1 of 2 from three-point range. Forest Park, they got a number of leak-outs and shoot it a little bit better, 5 of 9 overall, 56%. They were also 1 out of 2 from three-point range, but made just 2 out of 5 free throws in that first quarter, so they left some points at the line.
Rangers will bring it up against the Rams 1-2-2 zone, working to the right side. Flex starts the quarter along with Wolf, Berger in there, Partenheimer, as well as Schuler. Down the lane, Wolf. Kick it out into the corner to Schuler on the right side. He'll give it up out front to Fleck as reset the zone offense. Rams go with Ian Sullivan along with Kirkland Hughes, Dakota Apple, Traylon Mitten, and Jackson Reynolds to start period number 2. Screen set out high to the right of the key, but nowhere for Fleck to go. High post pass. Berger kick it out to Schuler. His long 2 right side, no good. Ball rolls around. Rebound pulled down by Mitten. Bumped as he comes out of there. Still being ridden as he comes across the timeline. And as he gets there, puts the brakes on, and he'll be called for a travel.
Paoli folks not happy with it. Contact all the way down the court that the officials are letting go, which is fine if it turns out to be both ways. That may play more to Paoli's favor if they can be physical with this Forest Park ball club.
Sullivan out of the game, but big man Partenheimer in there. The Rams are trying to zone it up, make it a 1-2-2, make it difficult to get it into the lane. Out high, working Fleck to the left of the key to Berger, back to Fleck. Fires it into Partenheimer. Oh, nice cut by Berger on the baseline, left side shot, no good. Tipped around, Berger comes down with it. Partenheimer around the perimeter. Berger has it to Schuler. Schuler fakes, dribbles in. His cross-court pass is knocked away and stolen, and Dakota Apple comes out of there with it for the Rams. Paoli trailing it by 1 to start this second quarter of play. Apple between the circles, give it up high post to Mitten. Clear it out. Here's Mitten. Got a turn, bobble it, got it back. Got 2 players up in the air, laid it off the glass too hard, no good. Jackson Reynolds got the rebound. His shot blocked by Partenheimer, but Apple comes out of there with it for Paoli, and the Rams will reset it. That's the difference a 6'8" guy can make. Down the lane, kick it out to Reynolds. 3 right of the key. His shot no good. And coming down with the rebound, Fleck. Long outlet pass to Schuler. Can he hold on to it as you've got a hand on it?
Oh,
and now the official called it Forest Park basketball.
All right.
Now he'll reverse it and give it over to Paoli.
Yep, 2 officials out of the 3 have now pointed the wrong direction on an out-of-bounds play. Paoli the beneficiary of that, and they will get possession of the basketball back. Played nearly 2 minutes of this quarter. Neither team able to put any points up. Getting to be a defensive struggle, to say the least.
Both teams, that's their strong suit. They hold each opponent around 42, 43 points. Fletcher Kolchak's back in. Rams work it to Apple to Sullivan, right side to use against the man-to-man. Off the screen, and we're going to get a moving screen called on Kirkland Hughes to wipe off a three-pointer, on Traylon Mitten.
Well, no, change that again. It's going to go on 24, Ian Sullivan. He was on the strong side with the basketball as well. That's his first foul and first on Paoli as a team.
Well, I tried to put it on everybody out there.
Well, you got three out of the 5.
Rams go three-quarter court pressure in the middle. Partenheimer has it across the timeline, used up the dribble. They'll give it out to Fleck. And the Partenheimer high post, kick it over to Berger. 3 from the left of the key, in and out, no good. Oh, nice job by Partenheimer to come flying through the lane, pull down that offensive rebound, put it back up and in for his 5th point of the night. And Forest Park up by 3. Here's Cole, hesitation move, pull up, left side, 15-footer, no good. Partenheimer another rebound, long outlet pass to Schuler. Schuler drives in on Hughes, laid it up, no good. Rebound, though, by Wolf, who put it up and in. And once again, the leak out cost the Rams 2. That's 4 for Wolf. 17-12, back to a 5-point Forest Park lead with 5:20 to go. Here's Apple driving in, and an offensive foul going to be called as Partenheimer will be there to take the charge.
Apple was the only one of Paoli's 5 starters not to have drawn a foul yet, so he gets in the club, so to speak. That'll be his first and team second. Coach Dusty Cole talking to the official that made the call as he comes back down the court.
Rams go to three-quarter court pressure again in the backcourt. Betag checked in, played well in the first half. To Berger, back to Betag across the timeline down the right sideline. And
has he been teed up, or is he going to get a warning? Coach Dusty Cole was on that official from the time the ball was inbounded until the whistle sounded. I think he's just getting a warning and being told to calm down. And I don't think this official realizes that he's not feeling all that well, and this isn't the worst that it could be.
Well, he probably just told him to stay in the coach's box because he was way down on the baseline. Over Fletcher now has to tie a shoe and get it ready to go with 5:07 to go. Forest Park up by 5 and the basketball. Berger across the way will have it. Triggered in the backcourt to Schuler. And Schuler will bring it up. Rams stay in their half-court trapping zone with Apple on the point. Forest Park finally into the offensive end. Schuler works to the right side. Keeps the dribble alive. Comes left side to Betag to Wolf. Launches 3. Way off the mark. No good. Rebound Fletcher Cole. Fletcher will bring it up with the dribble across the timeline. Bodied up out high. Partenheimer comes out on the double team. Lob it over to Mitten. Had to go way up high to get it. And now all of a sudden Wolf gets right on him. We've seen a lot worse.
Yes,
the foul going to be called on Reese Wolf.
And the bad news for Reese Wolf is he now has 2 personal fouls here in the half. That's a team foul, number 1 of the quarter. Substitution as Chad Sullivan is going to check back in. He's playing with 2 fouls. He'll have to be careful. And Jackson Reynolds will go to the Paoli bench.
Owen Beglin, 6'6", and a senior, back in for Forest Park. 4:40 to go. Forest Park up by 5. Rams have the basketball. Long 3. Fletcher Cole right of the key. No good. Rebound pulled down quickly by Fleck. Runs it up court. Kick it out in the corner to Berger on the left side. Blow it up. Forest Park didn't have numbers. Out high. Fleck with the basketball. Picked up by Kirkland. Uses the Rams go back to their man-to-man with Sullivan back in the lineup for Paoli. Berger stops top of the key looking. Give it up out front to Partenheimer. Partenheimer going to screen and roll on the right side with Betag. Can't use it. And the pass wild, but Berger, a nice save. Back to Betag between the circles. Work it over to Beglin into the corner. Fleck has it, looking down low. Kick it back out. Betag trying to post up down low and get it into Beglin. Rams a nice job, though, of denying that entry pass. Pull it back out against the man-to-man. Fleck works with it one-on-one against Kirkland Hughes with 3:49 to go. Crosses over down to the free throw line, down below the free throw line. Long 3, left side, Berger no good. Partenheimer goes up high over the back, loses it on the way up, down the lane. No, Berger comes up with it and lays it up with the left hand, and good. Another second chance opportunity, and Forest Park has their biggest lead of the night at 19-12 with 3:28 to go in this first half of play on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Fletcher Cole and Traylon Mitten will be called for an illegal screen.
Well, they have focused in on illegal screen so far, at least on the Paoli end. That's the second time Paoli's been called for it. And on Traylon Mitten, that's going to be his second personal foul. So the 2 starting forwards for Paoli, Mitten and Sullivan, each with 2. Sullivan will stay in with his 2 as Ian Sullivan also checks in to take the place of Traylon Mitten.
Schuler in the backcourt. Rams stay in their half-court man-to-man. Schuler gets it to the arc on the right side. Bobbled it, got it back. Ball tipped away, tracked down, though, at the 10-second line by Fleck. However, Dakota Apple will be called for a reach-in foul.
And, I'm guessing that they're going to say, we're not going to let anything go now. Apple, just a real ticky-tack reach-in foul called on him. That is going to be his second and team fourth.
Rams saddled with fouls here. Fortunately, though, they haven't got over the limit. As we see checking in Justin Thornton along with Jackson Reynolds as Apple and Ian Sullivan come out for Paoli.
Going deep into the bench right now.
Even though the Rams down 2 with sickness and an injury. Out high, working Berger against the man-to-man. Bounce pass goes right side to Fleck. Fleck looks for Hartenheimer to post up. Instead, give it into the high post. Berger looking down low. Instead, goes on the right wing. Fleck to Berger between the circles. Coach Mesper giving instructions. Berger drives it on the lane, lost it, got it back. Passes it out front, working on the right side. Fleck around the perimeter to Bettag. Bettag handed off. Working is Schuler. Schuler to the left of the key. Kind of a 4-guard, 1-center offense here for the Rangers as they whip it around the perimeter. Fake, driving down. Bettag in the lane. Put it up and good. Bettag, another nice drive, and the lead is up to 9 for Forest Park at 21-12 with 2:15 to go as the Rams struggling to score here in this second quarter of play. Fletcher Cole down the lane as he gets down at the top of the key. Reach-in foul going to be whistled against the Rangers.
That foul will go on Brock Schuler. That'll be his first and team second. You mentioned Paoli struggling to score. Matter of fact, they have not scored in this quarter, and it's down to where it's just 2:12 left in the half.
One of the biggest and longest droughts of the season for the Rams. Quickly, Nicole in the lane, put it up, shot blocked by Partenheimer, but a foul called. Berger this time will be called for the reach in across the arm.
Berger gets his first personal foul, third on Forest Park as a team. And Fletcher Cole to the line. He scored 7 of Paoli's 12 points so far.
Free throw up and good by Fletcher. Again, 90% free throw shooter coming into tonight's game. Gets that one to fall to make it 21-13 with 2:09 to go in the first half of play. Second one by Cole. It rattles around and it spins out, and Partenheimer comes down with the rebound. He'll bring it up with the dribble across the timeline. Rams drop back into their zone defense. Into the corner, Berger has it, drives, kick it back out to Fleck around the perimeter. Schuler down the lane, and Cole will be called for a reach-around foul.
And that's not a good foul to give because Fletcher has now picked up his second personal foul. So 4 of Paoli's 5 starters have 2 personal fouls apiece. That is also foul number 5 in the quarter, and that means free throws the rest of the half for Forest Park. And it looks like it'll be Schuler to step up to do the honors.
Brock, 6 foot and a senior, shot up and good. He's got 5 coming in, averaging 10 per ball game. 22-13 the lead with 1:56 to go before halftime. Second one by Schuler. It's up and good. Forest Park a 10-point advantage as the Rams need to get something going positive here to close out this first half of play. Cole will bring it up the right side with the dribble, shovels it over to Hughes, back to Cole. Fletcher in the right corner. Against the man-to-man defense, gets a screen from Sullivan. Hesitation move, gets to the elbow, back down to Chad on the baseline, backing in on Partenheimer. Turns, faces the basket, dumps it off to Reynolds, who comes right down the lane and lays it up in traffic and good. First 2 of the night for Jackson. 23-15 with 1:30 to go. Left side, working. Schuler has the basketball. Pass it out front between the circles. Deflects to Schuler. Give it off to Bettag between the circles. Left of the key against that Rams 2-3 zone. Shovel it out front. Berger, good ball movement over to Bettag on the right wing. Bettag baseline to Partenheimer. Partenheimer in a double team. Now turns in on Sullivan. Oh, shot up good and a foul called. And that's a big basket and a big foul called on Paoli.
Yeah, that foul's going to go on Chad Sullivan. He was in there with 2, and now he's got 3. And Coach Dusty Cole not in agreement with that call as he's saying that Sullivan was straight up and down.
Partenheimer, a big game in this first half. Free throw up and good. Keep Chad in there. Going to really gamble. That's 8 already with 1:10 to go, and the 12-point lead for Forest Park. Fletcher Cole into the offensive end. Hesitation move. Dump it back to Sullivan. Sullivan backs in the lane. Puts up a 5-footer. No good. Rebound Partenheimer. Quickly down the right sideline. Bettag back to the trailer. Partenheimer takes 3, dribbles into the lane. Kicks that. Pass it out in the corner. Bettag launches 3. It's up and good. And Forest Park rolling here in this quarter. The lead up 29-15. 7 off the bench for Jaden Bettag. 40 seconds and counting here in the second quarter of play. It's like the Rams may try and hold for this final shot. Cole falls down, no contact or a foul called. Out high, Hughes, give it right back to Fletcher between the circles with 25 seconds to go. Down the lane goes Cole, splits two defenders, and a blocking foul going to be called on Forest Park.
Now that foul should go on 14 in white, Grant Fleck. It will. That's going to be his second and team foul number 4, but Cole fouled in the act. He will get a chance for a couple of free throws.
Well, the Rams have been getting points here in this quarter at the free throw line. 29-15, Paoli trails. Free throw up and good by Fletcher. He's got 9 of the Rams' 16 points. And Ian in. Chad will come out with those 3 fouls with 23 seconds to go before halftime on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Fletcher Cole, second free throw up, and it's good as well. Quick substitution. Reese Wolf will come back in. Jaden Bettag, nope, he's going to stay in. Coming out will be Grant Fleck. Fleck with those 2 fouls. As Rams extend full court pressure, 2-2-1. Give it up in the backcourt with it is Bettag to Schuler. Schuler across the timeline to Bettag. Rams won it over and back and didn't get it. Into the high post, Berger and a triple team. Kick it out, tipped away by, and now a technical will be called on the Paoli bench as the Rams came up with the steal.
Yep. Whistle sounded just as soon as Paoli got it. The technical called on Coach Dusty Cole. Now they are telling him he's going to have to sit down, and he will not like that. This is the official that he discussed things with earlier, the official that did not make the over and back call. He was away from the bench.
Technical foul, shot up and good. As Reese Wolf able to knock down that one. Let me catch that. Not Schuler. I'm sorry. Brock Schuler, number 20, not 24. Second free throw. Got them both, did Schuler. He's got 8, and the lead's 31-17 with 10 seconds to go. As the Rams just going to hopefully get out of this half without any further damage. It has not been a good first 2 quarters on the road here tonight. I believe that technical actually went on assistant coach Garrett Spear.
Okay.
Under 10 seconds to go. Out high. Into the corner with it. Berger has it. Looking down low in the lane. The Bettag to Berger. Drives baseline. Give it in the lane. Wolf drives. Lays it up good. Counted. And a foul. And he'll have a 3-point play opportunity at the horn. His 6th point of the night. And a chance to double up the score here before intermission. At the line will be Reese Wolf. That foul will be called on the Rams.
Yeah, it's on the board now. It's on Ian Sullivan is the one they charge it to. That's his second.
And Wolf's free throw is up and good, and that'll bring the first half of play to a close as the Rams struggle here on the road against Forest Park in the first 2 quarters of play. As we go to the halftime break on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard, Paoli trails at 34-17. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
Tough half on the road tonight for the Rams as they trail at 34-17 here at the half. As we begin the Whitfield Investments halftime report, give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how West can help you stay on track with your goals now and in the future. Well, this game was tight in the first quarter. We saw 1 tie and 4 lead changes as we went back and forth through the first 8 minutes. Rams got off to a great start. They jumped out 5-0. But then all of a sudden, Forest Park, a little 6-0 run to get the lead at 6-5. Paoli got it right back, though, on a bucket by Fletcher Cole at the 3:14 mark. 2 free throws put up by Beglin off the bench, and it was Forest Park back out on top 8-7. However, a bucket by Chad Sullivan, and Rams found themselves out on top 9-8. And that would be the last time that the Rams would have the lead in this first half, as in the quarter there, a 5-3 run to close it out for Forest Park, and they led by 1 at the quarter break, 13-12, even though the Rams were working with some foul issues at the end of that first quarter break. However, Forest Park comes out, and they score the first 8 points of the second quarter, and all of a sudden get the lead out to 21-12, as the Rams go almost 6 minutes without scoring. And, in fact, the only first point, I should say, of the quarter came on a free throw by Fletcher Cole at the 2:09 mark. And the Rams didn't get their first basket until it was a putback by Jackson Reynolds at the 1:38 mark. And the lead was then 23-15 for Forest Park. The Rangers then reeled off 6 more to make it 29-15. Cole tried to stem the tide with 2 free throws, making it 29-17, but then a technical late gave Forest Park a couple of free throws that were knocked down by Schuler, and then a big 3-point play right at the end of the second quarter by Reese Wolf, and Forest Park able to double up the Rams here at the half, 34-17. Rebounding, Paoli with 11 rebounds, 4 on the offensive glass. Forest Park, 14 total rebounds in the first 2 quarters of play, with 5 second-chance opportunities. Both teams have taken pretty good care of the basketball here in the first half of play. Rams with 5 turnovers, Forest Park with 4. When we continue with the Whitfield Investment halftime report, we'll take a look at team and individual stats in the first 2 quarters of play. Rams trail it here at the half, 34-17 to Forest Park. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
You can make a difference in the life of abused and neglected children in Orange County. I'm Orange County Circuit Court Judge Steve Owen, and we have a court-appointed special advocate program, or CASA, right here in Orange County, and we need your help. There's no special skills required, and we can train you on the skills that are needed. All you have to do is just call Robin Brown today and tell her that you want to help us help these children feel safe and loved here in Orange County. That's Orange County CASA at 812-653-4889.
Inflation and other economic factors can keep you from getting the best results from your investments. Raymond James financial advisor Jamie Sullivan may be able to help you find ways to stay ahead of inflation, save money on your taxes, and prepare for retirement. Call Jamie Sullivan at 812-849-2670, located in Mitchell, for an appointment. Raymond James & Associates, Incorporated. Member of the New York Stock Exchange, SIPC, Life Well Planned.
Well, the Whitfield Investments halftime report continues as we take a look at some of the individual and team stats from first half action, and it is just not a pretty stat sheet for Paoli at this point in time. Paoli shoots 6 of 18 in the first half, just 33%. Started off well enough. They were 5 of 11 in the first quarter, but then they go just 1 out of 7 in the second quarter, just 14% there. Included in the 6 of 18 overall figure is 1 out of 4 3-point shooting for Paoli tonight, just 25%. Where they did at least make some shots was at the free throw line. Paoli 4 out of 5 in the first half for 80%, including 3 of 4 in that second quarter of play. As far as Forest Park is concerned, they shot it pretty well, 12 of 22 overall, 55%. Started out 5 of 9 in the first quarter, and then went 7 out of 13 in the second. Included in the 12 of 22 overall figure is 2 of 7 3-point shooting for Forest Park, 29% there. So their 2-point shot, they're 10 out of 15, 67%. At the free throw line, Forest Park gets there 11 times in the first half. They made 8 of those. They went 6 out of 6 in that second quarter when they pulled away from Paoli. At 8 of 11, good for 73%. Well, right now we're at the half, and Paoli finding themselves trailing 34-17. We'll take a break, and when the Whitfield Investments halftime report continues, we'll take a look at some of the individual totals from first half action. You're listening to Rams Basketball on Mix 95.3.
Invest where it matters most, in the people and the potential of Orange County. Over the last decade, through the power of giving, the Orange County Community Foundation has helped thousands achieve their dreams, distributing numerous dollars in scholarships and grants from endowed funds. And we're just getting started. Scholarship applications will open soon, giving Orange County students the chance to unlock new opportunities, realize their full potential, and leave their mark on the world. Plus, be on the lookout for details on our unrestricted grants program, empowering local nonprofits to continue their philanthropic work and address the most pressing needs in our community. In 2024 alone, this grant cycle poured over $85,000 into our community, supporting many programs. Looking to make a lasting difference? Start a fund with us today and create a legacy that grows year after year. Call us at 812-723-4150 because your generosity shapes tomorrow. Together, we're building a better community, one scholarship, one grant, one legacy at a time.
Well, we're at the half. The Whitfield Investments halftime report continues as we take a look at individual scoring from first half action. Good thing that Fletcher Cole made it to the bus in time. He leads Paoli, leads all scores. Matter of fact, he's got 10 points here in the first half. And 3 points for Kirkland Hughes, 2 for Chad Sullivan, and 2 for Jackson Reynolds. As far as Forest Park is concerned, very balanced scoring. They have 2 players with 8, those being Camden Partenheimer and Brock Schuler. Then they've got 2 players with 7 points apiece. Reese Wolf and Jaden Bettag each have 7. And 2 players with 2 points apiece in Jared Berger and Owen Beglin. As far as scores by the quarters, after one, it was a 1-point ball game at 13-12. Paoli couldn't hardly score in the second quarter of play, and in that quarter, Forest Park outscores Paoli 21-5. Forest Park leads at 34-17 here at the half. Well, we'll take a break. When we come back, we will get you ready to go with second half action. You're listening to Rams Basketball on Mix 95.3.
Hi, this is John Bender. Since 1931, Bender Lumber has been providing superior service along with quality, innovative building products at fair, competitive prices. In communities throughout southern Indiana, our locations are the primary supplier to residential builders, professional remodelers, as well as do-it-yourselfers who rely on our knowledgeable sales staff to do whatever it takes to proudly serve them and to get the job done. So here's to the first 90 years of local people serving local needs at Bender Lumber.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
Just about ready for second half action, wrapping up the Whitfield Investments halftime report. About the only thing we haven't touched on just yet is the foul situation, and it could be a matter of attrition for Paoli. You've got, Chad Sullivan has 3 at the half. Traylon Minton, Fletcher Cole, Dakota Apple, and Ian Sullivan all have 2. For Forest Park, they've got 2 players with 2 personal fouls.
Well, quick note here on the wrestling that happened today. It was sectional wrestling at Memorial Gymnasium in Huntingburg. Congratulations out to Johnny Schellenberger of Paoli, able to advance out, finishing 4th in his weight division, and Landon Baker will go as an alternate to the regional next Saturday at Bloomington North. So congratulations to Johnny and Landon and the wrestling team. We wrap up the Whitfield Investments halftime report. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how West can help you stay on track with your goals now and in the future. Rams start the third quarter with the basketball. See if they get something positive. Down low to Apple, works on the baseline, all the way under in a double team. Kick it out to Mitten, fakes, dribbles into the lane, put a shot up in traffic. It rims in and out, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Wolf. Wolf will clear it out to Fleck. Wolf, Fleck, Partenheimer, along with Schuler and Berger, the original starting 5 for Forest Park. And in the backcourt, ball kicked there as the Rams going to have to extend their defense, see if they can get some turnovers to get back into this ball game. They will go with Traylon Mitten, Chad Sullivan, Kirkland Hughes, Fletcher Cole, and Dakota Apple to start this third quarter of play on the road. Lob it across the top to Berger. Rams in their half-court trap with Apple at the point. Schuler across the timeline left side, swings it back right side. Berger give it off to Wolf. Wolf on the wing, couldn't get the pass. Behind the back dribbles in, kick it out in the corner left side. Nowhere for Fleck to go. He'll skip across course of Partenheimer, quickly over to Berger. 3 up and good. That'll be his 5th, and it's 37-17. Rams down by 20. Have never trailed this much all season long. Fletcher Cole fakes, hesitates, drives left side, put it up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Partenheimer. Quickly, here's Forest Park on the run. Berger in the offensive end below the free throw line. Kick it out to Wolf. Fakes baseline. He's in a double team. Pass it back to Berger in the left corner to Schuler on the wing. Swing it around quickly to Fleck. Here's Partenheimer loading up 3, and he knocked it down as well. He's got 11. And it's 2 quick threes by Forest Park to feel the momentum back on their side here. They took it in at the half as well, 40-17. 6:30 to go here in the third quarter play. Apple to the left of the key. Rams have had struggles on the offensive end all night long. Out high, Apple tried a little crossover dribble. Wolf was too close for comfort, and he'll pick up the foul.
Well, if anybody's been a foul magnet for Forest Park tonight, it has been Wolf. He now has 3 personal fouls, the first on the team here in the half. He will go over to the bench, and looks like Jaden Bettag will check in.
Bettag, a lot of minutes in the first half, played well off the bench for Forest Park. Out front, Fletcher Cole has it to use. Forest Park in their half-court man-to-man. Down the lane, Hughes kick it out into the corner to Mitten to Hughes. Kirkland with the dribble, swings it to the right of the key. Used up that dribble. Now he's going to skip it back over to Apple. He's going to load up 3 left side, in and out, no good. Kirkland Hughes, though, deep in the corner, has the offensive rebound, dribbles in, throws it out front, knocked away, stolen by Schuler. Schuler 2-on-2, give it to Partenheimer down the lane, shot up, no good, but a foul will be called. As once again, Forest Park able to get a deflection, steal, and get into a transition game, and will be rewarded with a couple of free throws.
That foul on Dakota Apple. He was back defensively. He picks up his 3rd and first on the team.
Partenheimer's free throw rims in and out, no good. Keeps the score at 40-17 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. 42, Camden Partenheimer, 6'8" in the sophomore. Free throw rattles around and goes in. Makes it a 41-17 lead for the Rangers. Paoli looking to get something going here on the offensive end, but so far they have not this game. After they jumped out 5-0, they've only scored a dozen points. Fletcher Cole has it, gets the screen out high by Sullivan. Left of the key, hesitation move down the lane on Partenheimer. Shot blocked. Fletcher gets it back, put it up, blocked out of there by Partenheimer again, and finally pulled down. Schuler the other way, takes it down the lane, shot up in traffic, rolls around, and it is good. Schuler, nobody stopped him. He's got 10, and it's 43-17. Timeout going to be taken by the Rams. 5:23 to go, third quarter of play. All Forest Park tonight, 43-17. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Riley Oil is pleased to announce they are once again pumping gas for their valued customers after the 2023 tornado outbreak at their Paoli location. The Riley family invites you to stop in and fill up with quality Marathon gasoline and diesel. Stop in and check out the facility, grab a cold drink and a Hoosier Lottery ticket. Be sure to visit their other 2 locations in Orleans and Hardinsburg and grab a snack, drink, or something cooked fresh from their grab-and-go hot bar. Riley's Marathon offers after-hours pay at the pump for your convenience. Visit them off the east side of the Paoli Square in Orleans and Hardinsburg.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Calcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot and mixed asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Calcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Calcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed.
Well, 5:23 left in the third quarter, and right now I'm just sitting here thinking it's just one of those nights.
Yes, it is.
Everything seems to be going Forest Park's way. Paoli can't buy a bucket. We saw it in the JV game. I think there's a lid on the bucket that Paoli's going to now, so they've got their work cut out for them. I'm sure they'll keep playing hard, but it's just a struggle tonight.
Mitten at the free throw line, up and down to Sullivan, backs in on Partenheimer, puts the shot up and good off the glass. 4 on the night for Chad, 43-19. First points of the second half. Ball knocked away loose. Mitten dives for it at midcourt. He gets rolled on from behind, and a foul going to be called as Schuler upset because he's the one that turned the ball over. That's just the 5th turnover of the night, though, for the Forest Park Rangers.
That foul on Brock Schuler is going to be his second and team second as well. Give it back over to Paoli and a chance to score on back-to-back possessions.
And the Rams unable to turn over this team from Forest Park, something that they like to do to get easy baskets, but nothing has been easy tonight on the offensive end. High post pass, give it off to Mitten. Mitten dribbles in, and a contact called as he and Berger got tangled up right along the free throw line.
That foul on Berger is going to be his second and team third. And Paoli, a couple more fouls against Forest Park. They might get to the free throw line. They were able to make free throws in the first half. Now they've got the inbound.
Comes into Cole, elevates right side, little 10-footer, no good. Rebound, long outlet pass to Schuler down court. He goes cross court, and Mitten tried to get a foot on it, and he did to kick it out of bounds. But it was Fleck who started all of that with the rebound.
So you can tell what Paoli talked about at halftime was get back defensively, don't allow the runouts. A couple of times Forest Park has tried that, but Paoli had 2 back.
Inbounds, working on the right side to Schuler. Give it off to Fleck, to Berger down the lane. Put it up in traffic, comes up short, no good. Rebound, Dakota Apple. He'll bring it up with the dribble, goes all the way to the rim, blows by the defenders, lays it up, no good. Chad Sullivan, his offensive rebound, it is no good. And finally pulling it down is Bettag with the rebound. And as he gets it across the timeline, gives it off to Fleck, and a foul called on Paoli.
Yeah, and that's going to be trouble. Fletcher Cole has now joined the 3-foul club. That's 3 of Paoli's 5 starters with 3 fouls apiece. And that will still 4:18 to go in the third quarter. That's team foul number 2. And Forest Park, they will inbound across the way.
Reese Wolf re-enters the ball game. He had a nice first half and a big 3-point play to close out the second quarter for Forest Park, headed into the locker room. 43-19, Rangers on top. Nearly halfway through this third quarter of play. Schuler inside the arc. Going to hand it back out to Bettag. Bettag between the circles, working to Wolf. Wolf bodied up there by Mitten, used up the dribble, needs some help. To Bettag between the circles. Bettag guarded by Hughes, dribbles in, and then a reach-in foul going to be called as Kirkland Hughes tried to poke it away from behind.
And those are the types of fouls on a night like this. You just can't have that sort of reach-in foul. Kirkland Hughes picks it up. That's his second and team third. Substitution for Forest Park. Beglin will check into the ball game, and Partenheimer will go out.
Coach Messmer's got great play off his bench so far here tonight. 43-19 in favor of the Rangers. Out high, Beglin just checked in, has it to the right of the key. Give it off to Berger. Berger looking down low. Instead, pass it out to Bettag. Bettag between the circles. Rams drop back in their half-court man-to-man. Bettag veers over to the left wing. Pass it out front to Berger to the left of the key. Berger looking down low for cutters. Wolf has it. Wolf fakes left, fakes right, and then travels.
Yeah, can't do that much faking without at least moving the pivot foot. Got caught that time. Turnover gives it back over to Paoli. Substitution, Grant Fleck will check back into the ball game, and Berger will go out.
Rams get a stop on the defense, see if they can get some offense generated here. With 3:30 to go, trailing 43-19 in the third. Working on the right side, Dakota Apple gets the 2-3 zone for Forest Park. They played a little bit of this in the first half. Apple jump pass out to Hughes. 3 right of the key is good. Kirkland, another wide-open look, buries his second 3 of the night, 43-22. Rams just got to chip away if they want to get back in it, one possession at a time. Lob it over the top to Bettag into the offensive end. Bettag will pull it out near the spike line between the circles, veers to the right of the key. Bounce pass over to Wolf. Wolf gets the screen out high, give it off to Fleck. Fleck out to Bettag. The Wolf posted up down low in the lane, backed his way in. He walked again, and a foul got to be called, though, on Paoli.
Yeah, the reach-in foul is going to be called on Minton. He was crashing down with the help defense. He has now joined the 3-foul club. That's 4 of Paoli's 5 starters with 3 apiece, and that's team foul number 4 in the quarter.
2:52 to go in the third. Lob it in. Beglin tipped away by Sullivan in the backcourt. It'll be tracked down by Fleck for Forest Park. He'll walk it up across the timeline. His team up 43-22. Screen out high. Fleck stops to the right of the key. Give it out front to Wolf. Wolf between the circles, fakes, dribbles down the lane. He'll kick it out into the corner. But before the play can't develop, another foul going to be called, and this one will be on Traylon.
Yeah, and he's going to pick up his 4th personal foul, and that will be team foul number 5, whistled against Paoli here in the quarter. Jackson Reynolds quickly up off the bench. He will be taking Traylon's spot, as it is Wolf ready at the free throw line for two.
Free throw by Reese Wolf, up and good. He's got 8, just about at his average of 9, but he has played well tonight for the Rangers. Jackson Reynolds, who has seen a lot of action, cause of foul trouble, and, of course, the short bench with Paget at home sick, and still Cooper Spires out with that kneecap injury. Second free throw by Wolf is up and good, takes himself out of the ball game with that make. And checking back in will be Camden Partenheimer, the 6'8" starting sophomore center. Rams will bring it up against the man-to-man defense, as Forest Park did not stay in that zone long. Here's Cole driving by his man, lays it up high off the glass, but Partenheimer again able to alter that shot. Rebound by Beglin quickly up court. Gets it off to Partenheimer from Bettag. Partenheimer used up the dribble. It's knocked away and stolen by Kirkland Hughes on a good defensive play. Partenheimer trying to get it back, reaches in and will be called for the foul.
That'll be the first on Partenheimer. Team foul number 4, so one more before Paoli will be able to shoot the bonus. Paoli down by 23, headed to the offensive end with it.
Fletcher Cole will bring it up with the dribble, trying to get a screen out high, guarded there by Berger, gives it off. Kirkland used to the right of the key. Sullivan sets another screen to Apple. Rams run the weave out front. Kirkland Hughes, another 3 on the way. Left side, bottom of the net. Quickly 9 for Kirkland. 45-25. Lead back to 20 with 1:54 to go in the third. Into the backcourt, Rams full court pressure. Give it up to Beglin in the offensive end. Beglin double team down low on the lane. Bettag, cross-court pass. Oh, Hughes got a hand on it. Berger then tried to reach out and get it, but he couldn't handle it. And it goes out of bounds. That's back-to-back turnovers on Forest Park. See if the Rams able to capitalize.
All right, keep chipping away. See if you can't put some game-type pressure on this Forest Park ball club.
Rams will have it. Forest Park drops back in their man-to-man. Dakota Apple will be running the point for the Rams. Paoli goes to the double high post set. Apple out high, works to the right of the key, looking for screen off the Cole. Nicely played, though, by Forest Park. Use another 3. Left side, rims in and out, no good. Partenheimer has the rebound. Long outlet pass. Schuler in the offensive end, crosses over below the free throw line. Blocked out of there nicely by Apple and comes down with the rebound. He and Reynolds. Fletcher Cole will rush it up with the dribble across the timeline. Stops, lights up 3. Top of the key is good. Rams trying to get back into the three-point shooting. That's 13 for Fletch. 45-28 with 1:05 to go here in the third. And in the backcourt, some trouble. Fleck used up the dribble, and Coach Messmer will burn a timeout to save a possession with 1:05 to go. 45-28, Forest Park on top. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
Cool motorcycle. How'd you afford it?
I got a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union.
That's cool. Why a motorcycle?
I had a sign at work.
And now if you turn to page 3 on your binders, you'll
Fund your adventures with a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union. Remodel your home, go on an epic vacation, or get the boat, RV, jet ski, or motorcycle of your dreams. Apply at any Hoosier Hills Service Center. Subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions are subject to change. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 408510.
For Paoli, 3 made threes here in the third quarter has helped them get back into it. At one point, Paoli was down 43-17, a 26-point deficit. Right now, it's at 17, 45-28, and Paoli extends full court pressure.
Tipped away, stolen by Cole, ahead to Thornton, who lays it up and in. 45-30, first 2 for Justin. Rams put in their quickest lineup. Ball knocked away, stolen again by Cole in the front court. Down low, Thornton drives left side, shot up off the glass, no good. Ball tipped around. Bodies all over the court. Reynolds is down there, and Partenheimer's down there as well.
And we had 2 different calls. One official said stay here, and the other, I think, had the foul against Forest Park or against Paoli.
And let's wait and see. They're going to put Jackson to the free throw line as Partenheimer will be called for the foul.
Yeah, the right call won out because he was over the back. That foul on Partenheimer, his second, team 5th.
Rams trying to climb back in. A free throw by Reynolds. Oh, rims in and out, no good. Keeps it a 15-point ball game with 47.5 seconds to go here before the end of the third quarter. Rams' first spark of life on the offensive end all night long. See if they can continue it. Second one by Jackson. It's up, rims in and out, no good. Partenheimer has the rebound. Down in the lane, ball nearly knocked away. Ahead to Berger, bounce pass ahead to Wolf, bobbled it, but got it up and in as Forest Park attacking the Rams' gambling defense. 11 on the night. Give it up out front to Kirkland Hughes. Give it off the right side to Fletcher Cole. Cole dribbles back to the spike line, now pulls it out near the center circle. He'll dribble some time away with 24 seconds to go. Takes it down to the free throw line, stops, couldn't get the shot off. Back out to Apple, fakes 3, dribbles in, hand it off to Reynolds. Reynolds waiting for Kirkland Hughes to come over. Give it up out front to Cole to the right of the key with 11 seconds to go. Picked up closely by Berger, and a blocking foul going to be called on Berger, and that will put the Rams' best free throw shooter at the free throw line.
A little bit of foul trouble for Forest Park now as Berger has picked up his third personal foul. He becomes the second Forest Park player with 3. Cole to the free throw line for Paoli.
Shot up and good by Fletcher. Gives him 14 on the night, coming in, averaging just under 20, or right around 23 points a game. Second free throw by Fletcher. Rams need the score with the clock not running, and it rattles around and falls through. Substitution as Bostock will come in and Cole will come out for the final 8.7 seconds to get a few seconds of extra rest between the quarter breaks. Full court pressure. Looking in the backcourt, Schuler gives it into Fleck into the middle. Here's Berger driving in. He's got Reese Wolf driving left side, laid it up and good with 3 seconds to go. As Wolf again, thorn in the side of the Rams at the end of the quarter. A heave from half court by Thornton is no good. And it will be Forest Park taking the lead to the fourth quarter play, 49-32 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summer's seamless guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home, protect it properly. Choose Summer's seamless gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summer's Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
Rams trail 49-32 as we get ready for the fourth quarter of play. The Rams a spark of life there to trim 10 points off that lead already. Still a lot of work to do. Forest Park will get the ball to start the final 8 minutes. It'll be Brock Schuler along with Grant Fleck in the backcourt. Jared Berger, the 3-guard lineup. Reese Wolf will come back to get it in the backcourt along with Camden Partenheimer. Rams in their half-court trapping man-to-man. Kick it out in the corner. Berger fakes 3. Defender flies by. Skip it over to Wolf. Wolf backs in, and there's contact. Cole goes down to the floor, and Wolf will be called for an offensive foul.
That foul on Wolf, that's trouble for Forest Park because he now has 4 personal fouls. He's leading Forest Park in scoring so far tonight with 13 points, and he's going to have to go to the bench.
Rams will go with Dakota Apple, Jackson Reynolds, Kirkland Hughes, Fletcher Cole, and Traylon Mitten to start this fourth quarter of play. Rams have to have a sense of urgency as Apple will finally work it across the timeline. 10-second count is on. Lost it, got it back, and will reset it in the offensive end. Give it off to Fletcher Cole. Rams run screens on the baseline. Here's Cole turning the corner. A floater up and good from 5 feet. Fletcher Cole, 2 more.
He's got 17.
49-34. Ball loose at midcourt, but Beglan comes up with it ahead to Schuler. Schuler backs in on Reynolds. Turnaround shot, 10-footer up and good. In traffic. Quickly, the Rams will rush it down the right side. 12 for Schuler. Hughes lines up 3 right side. Off the rim, no good. Ball loose on the floor. And finally coming up with the basketball will be Betag, who checked in. Give it off out front to Fleck. Fleck to Schuler. Schuler to the right of the key. Forest Park going to be very deliberate in their offense. offensive motion offense against the Rams man-to-man. Leading at 51-34 with 6:50 to go in the ball game. Out front with the dribble is Fleck. Fleck picked up by Cole. Works to the right of the key. On the right wing, pass it into the corner. Schuler right in front of the bench. Steps back. 3 on the way. It's no good. Jackson Reynolds cleans off the weak side rebound to Dakota Apple. Apple brings it up in a hurry to the trailer Reynolds. To Cole. Clear it out. He dribbles in left side. Pull up baseline jumper. 15-footer up and good.
He's got 19.
51-36. Double team in the backcourt. Traylon Minton was there, and he may be whistled for that foul, and he will.
And that foul on Minton, that will get him out of the ball game. That's going to be his 5th personal foul. He fouls out with still 6:21 to go in the ball game, and will go scoreless on the night.
Sullivan brothers come in for the Rams with 6:20 to go. Ian and Chad. Chad with foul problems. He's dealt with those all night long. Rams go to their half-court trap. Across the timeline, Schuler work it right side to Partenheimer. Partenheimer back out to Schuler, spreading it out into the high post to Berger. Down low, Partenheimer dribbles into the lane, reverses from right to left. Comes up short with the shot, but a foul called. And that'll put Camden Partenheimer at the line for the Rangers.
More foul trouble for Paoli. Dakota Apple has now picked up his 4th personal foul. And that will put Partenheimer on the free throw line. 2 out of 3 from the line so far tonight.
Free throw up and good. Done most of his damage, though, outside beyond the arc tonight with some three-pointers.
Yeah, 2 made threes for him.
Got 13 on the night, 52-36. Second one on the way, it's up and good. Just a sophomore at 6'8", 53-36. 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Cole will bring it up with the dribble to the right of the key against the man-to-man, working out high against Berger. Gives it off to Kirkland Hughes on the right side. Hughes, high post pass to Ian. Ian used up the dribble back to Kirkland. Kirkland off the dribble, takes it inside the arc in a double team. Back to Ian, bounced it off his foot, but Kirkland comes out of there with it. He drives right down the lane. It parts. He lays it up and good for his 11th point. 53-38. Rams, not the way they drew it up, but they liked the way it ended up going through the net. Double team in the backcourt. Schuler finally crossed the timeline. Poked away from behind by Dakota Apple. It goes out of bounds. It will be Forest Park basketball.
Probably the best game that Hughes has had in a while. He's been in a bit of a shooting slump lately, but he's knocked down, 3 out of 6 threes, and that 2 for his total of 11.
Underneath, Partenheimer has it in the double team against Sullivan. Turns in the lane, puts it up with the left hand, and good.
He's got 16.
55-38. He's had a big night tonight. Quickly, Cole into the offensive end for the Rams. They got to have points. Hughes step back. 3 right of the key is good. Kirkland Hughes still stays hot. He's got 14, 55-41 with 5:05 to go. Rams got to get some stops here against the full court pressure. Berger in the backcourt to Schuler. To Berger down the left sideline across the timeline. Takes it inside the arc. His pass deflected. Right back, though, to Schuler. Schuler will pull it out to the right of the key. Used up the dribble to Bettag. Bettag to Schuler. Pitch and catch. Right side. Berger on the baseline to Partenheimer. Fakes through the double team. Drives. Lays it up left side and good. Nice play by the big man Partenheimer in the lane.
Yeah, he's got 18 now.
57-41. Cole. Spin move down the lane. Tried to bounce it in to Chad. Saved by Ian. Kick it out to Apple. His 3 left side. It is no good. And Partenheimer tracks down the rebound. He'll slow things up in the backcourt. Fleck will bring it across the timeline with 4:23 to go. 57-41. Forest Park on top. Out high. Fleck keeps the dribble alive. Passes it to Berger. Skipping over the top right side to Schuler. Into the lane. The ball tipped away by Sullivan, but a reach-in foul going to be called on Chad.
Chad, he had 3 fouls in the first half. He managed to play this much of the second half without picking up his 4th. That is number 4. That's going to be the 3rd on Paoli as a team, and Forest Park will inbound to the right of their bucket.
On the baseline looking, Berger gets it into Schuler. Schuler dribbles down below the lane, got below the free throw line, drives to the hoop, lays it up, and good. Schuler with 14 tonight. Comes in averaging 10 per ball game, 59-41, under 4 minutes to go. Cole out high, loads up 3, left of the key, good. Fletcher Cole drains another 3 for Paoli, 59-44. Quickly up, here's Wolf into the offensive end. Dribbles in the lane against Cole, bounce pass into the corner, tracked down there by Bettag, back out to Schuler, to Partenheimer between the circles. Partenheimer with the ball over his head as Reynolds checked in down the lane. Wolf drives, throws up a wild shot, got knocked off balance, no foul call. Rebound pulled down by Cole. Fletcher stops. Free throw line. Well, actually, a three-pointer from the volleyball spike line. It is no good. Jackson Reynolds fighting for the rebound, goes over the back of the Forest Park player.
That foul on Reynolds, just his first. It is team foul number 4 here in the quarters. No free throws yet. Forest Park will inbound and have the length of the court to go, and Paoli will extend full court pressure.
Beglin will come out, or should say come in, and Partenheimer will come out. Bostock will come in, and Hughes will come out at the 3:27 mark. Rams will have to really get aggressive here in their half-court trap. Ian in the backcourt guarding the ball. Give it off into the corner. Long three. Beglin right off the bench. The lefty knocks it down for his 5th point. 62-44. Out front, Fletcher Cole has it. Takes the handoff. Turns the corner. Drives all the way to the rim. Lays it up and in. 2 more for Fletcher. 62-46. He's got 24 on the night with 3 minutes remaining in the ball game. Into the backcourt. Rams continue 2-2-1 full court pressure. Schuler down the right side to Beglin. Beglin in a double team, used up the dribble, back out to Schuler. Schuler with the dribble to keep it alive, running off clock as it winds down here tonight. The Rams' winning streak will come to a close on the road at Beekler Arena. Handed off to Berger on the right side in front of the Forest Park bench. Berger to the right of the key, give it into the high post to Wolf. Wolf looks for cutters, turns down the lane, got it, scoop shot into traffic, lay it up good, and a blocking foul will be called. And Reese Wolf will have another 3-point play opportunity. He's got 15 on the night. 64-46.
Paoli in good shape on that play up until the very end of it. And then things just shake out Forest Park's way with 2:26 to go.
At the line will be the 6'4 senior, Reese Wolf.
That foul, by the way, on Jackson Reynolds, his 2nd, team 5th.
Free throw up and good. As Kirkland Hughes comes in and Reynolds will come out at the 2:26 mark. 65-46 in favor of Forest Park. They broke this game open in that second quarter of play after it was just a 1-point ball game at the end of 1. Cole will let it roll up near the 10-second line. Will pick it up, crosses over, down the lane, kick it out. Long three by Cade Walls, who checked in. It is no good. Rebound on the weak side, pulled down by Schuler. Quickly up is Wolf, crosses over in the lane. His pass deflected. A foul going to be called. And that will put Reese Wolf back at the free throw line for Forest Park.
Cade Walls just in, got a shot up last time down, gets the foul next time down. That's his first, and already over the bonus, or over the limit, is Paoli. Bonus free throws for Forest Park.
Wolf back at the line, shot up and good.
He's got 17 now.
66-46. Forest Park comes into this game averaging over 60 and giving up 43 on the season. Second one is up. It's good as well. Wolf, a big night. 67-46. The lead back up to 21. Dump it off. Here's Ian Sullivan diving in. He got contact, put up a 10-footer. No good. Rebound pulled off by Berger. Berger in the backcourt to Schuler. Back to Berger down the left sideline. Under 2 minutes to go. Berger dribbles. Turns the corner, goes baseline left side on Sullivan. Shot would not go. We have a whistle and a foul called, and Paoli will be called for another personal foul.
And Cade Walls coming over with the help defense trying to block that shot. He picks up the foul. That's his 2nd, and it will put Berger to the free throw line for 2.
Shot is going to be front of the rim, back of the rim, and good for the junior. 6 on the night, but he comes in averaging almost 13 points a game. In fact, he's the leading scorer. Didn't need him tonight, but he's able to knock down a couple of big free throws there.
He was about the only one tonight that didn't make field goal attempts.
69-46, Rangers on top with 1:48 to go. Cole hesitation move, dribbles in, shot partially blocked by Partenheimer. Fletcher goes to the floor, and a foul will be called.
All right, there's the 4 and the 2, and that's 42. Camden Partenheimer, that'll be his 3rd. Just the 2nd on Forest Park here in the 4th quarter.
At the line will be Cole, free throw up and good. Since the last time we were here, they've moved the benches and the scorer's table back over to the side of the press row. And with all the fouls tonight, that's a good thing because we get a good look at the officials when they put those numbers up.
Yeah, otherwise we'd be waiting until it went up on the board. That's 25 for Cole, by the way.
Rams substitutions. Wyden Cole comes in along with Hayden Bostock with 1:44 to go. Ian Sullivan in there along with Cade Walls. Fletcher at the line probably will come out after this free throw. And now Coach Messmer will empty the bench as Isaac Moore will come in. Owen Beglin, they all saw action. Will Steckler, his first action of the night. And D. Fitch, number 1, a sophomore, enters the varsity contest for the first time tonight. Fletcher's second free throw rattles around and would not fall, and the rebound is pulled out of there by Moore for Forest Park. Give it up. Finch will bring it across the timeline. Dribbling away some time. Rams go into their half-court man-to-man, working on the right side to Munier, who also checked in. He'll fire it over to Beglin. He's going to launch 3 left of the key. No good. Ball tipped around, and Cade Walls comes out of there with it for the Rams. Give it off to Fletcher Cole. Fletcher brings it up with the dribble. Down the lane he goes all the way to the hoop. Shot up good, counted, and a foul. And Fletcher will have another 3-point play opportunity.
That'll give him 27 and a chance for 28 as he goes up to the free throw line. Just a minute 18 to go.
Lead at 20 at 69-49. And Fletcher Cole back at the strike. Free throw up and completes the 3-point play, and that will allow Clay Turner to come in for his first varsity action of his career. 6 foot and a sophomore, and Fletcher Cole goes to the bench with a game-high point total tonight. In the backcourt, full court pressure. Give it up to Steckler along with Fitch. He'll lob it over the top to Munier. Munier back to Fitch. Gives into the elbow, dribbles down the lane, kick it out in the corner. Moore's long 3, left side, no good. Back tapped out of there by Charles, but it's going to be picked up as Hayden Bostock went down in a heap, and he comes up limping on that right leg. Don't know if it was a knee or an ankle, and if he got tangled up.
Yeah, I did just happen to glance down, and it was an ankle. He got his foot basically on top of one of the Forest Park kids as they were jockeying for position, and that's one of the worst times to twist an ankle because you just roll it completely over, and they'll help Bostock over to the bench.
Forest Park trainer quickly over to have a look at him. Inbounds play. It will go to Forest Park. Comes into King, who checked in. Hudson King, 6'3", and a sophomore. Out to Finch. Finch running off time with 50 seconds to go. Takes it inside the arc on the right side. Back to Munier around the perimeter. Goes left side to Moore. Moore back out front to Steckler between the circles. Munier heads down to the right corner. Bounce pass out to Finch. Forest Park running a little semi-delay here. They just want to run out the clock down to 35 seconds to go. Moore guarded out there by Walls. Give it off to Steckler. Fired over to Finch. Fake 3 with 28 seconds to go. Instead, we'll pass it out to Luke Munier, 5'9", and a sophomore. Munier double team. Give it off to Finch. Finch guarded by Turner for the Rams with under 20 seconds to go. He heads inside the arc. Pulls it back out to Munier. 14 seconds, the string running out here as Forest Park will bounce back after a loss last night at Southridge, and the Rams will suffer their second defeat of the season as we're down to the final seconds of the ball game, and it will be Forest Park picking up the win here at home tonight as they take care of business over the Paoli Rams. Your final tonight on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Forest Park 69, Paoli 50. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
We're loyal to your family, your business, your future. Focused on you. Springs Valley Bank and Trust. You'll love our helpful staff, our warm and smiling faces. Latest tools and services delivered by the friends you trust. We're loyal to your family, your business, your future. Focused on you. Springs Valley Bank and Trust.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
Paoli Rams fall for just the second time this season, now 12-2 on the year. Forest Park, a bounce-back win after a tough loss last night to their county and conference rival Southridge, and the Rangers improved to 12-4 on the season. This was a tight game in the first quarter play. Rams jumped out to a 5-0 lead. Forest Park then scored 6 straight to make it 6-5. We went back and forth all the way down to the quarter break, where Forest Park led by a score of 13-12. but Forest Park came out. They got an 8-0 run to start that second quarter to get the lead out to 21-12, and they never looked back as the Rams struggled in that second quarter, only scoring one field goal, and Forest Park with a big quarter, and it was all capped off right at the end of the second quarter on a three-point play by Reese Wolf to send the Rangers into the locker room 34-17. Things did not get any better for the Rams to start the second half. They wanted to come out, try and take control of this game, again, trying to get something going on the offensive end where it was a struggle all night. But Forest Park comes out. They score the first 7 points of the third quarter of play, build the lead up to 26 points at 43-17, which would be their biggest lead of the night. But then the Rams started their comeback, trying to whittle away, hitting some threes with Kirkland Hughes, and Fletcher Cole also knocked down a three. The Rams were able to finally get some turnovers out of their press and trim that lead to 17 at the end of the third quarter break, 49-32. Able to get it down to 49-34 as Fletcher Cole opened up the quarter with a bucket. However, Forest Park just kept the Rams at arm's length the rest of the night and end up winning it. The final here, 69-50, the final margin of victory for the Forest Park Rangers. Taking a look at the rebounding tonight, Forest Park able to control the glass with 28 rebounds, 6 on the offensive end. Paoli with 20 rebounds and 8 second-chance opportunities. Rams were able to take care of the basketball in pretty good fashion tonight, only had them down for 6 turnovers, while Forest Park had 11. But Forest Park just got great balance up and down their lineup tonight. Everybody that came in contributed. Their starters did a nice job, and they were able to put together a total team win here tonight as they take care of the Rams 69-50 as they pick up win number 12 of the season. The OC Eats post-game show. OC Eats delivering happiness right to your door. We'll see you soon. We'll come back at the Beekler Arena, and we'll take a look at some of the team and individual stats in this Forest Park win. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Riley Oil is pleased to announce they are once again pumping gas for their valued customers after the 2023 tornado outbreak at their Paoli location. The Riley family invites you to stop in and fill up with quality Marathon gasoline and diesel. Stop in and check out the facility, grab a cold drink and a Hoosier Lottery ticket. Be sure to visit their other 2 locations in Orleans and Hardinsburg and grab a snack, drink, or something cooked fresh from their grab-and-go hot bar. Riley's Marathon offers after-hours pay at the pump for your convenience. Visit them off the east side of the Paoli Square in Orleans and Hardinsburg.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Calcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot and mix asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Calcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Calcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed.
In need of a financial checkup? Consider Whitfield Investments for comprehensive investment advice and wealth management services. As a passionate Paoli native, Wes Whitfield places the needs of his clients first as he works to grow a stronger, financially savvy community of investors, families, and individuals. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how Wes can help you stay on track with your goals, both now and in the future.
The Forest Park Rangers snap the Rams' 7-game winning streak. They do it in convincing fashion here at home tonight, 69-50. The stats will bear out that final score.
It will. And more than anything, it comes back to that second quarter. The other quarters, Paoli matched up fairly well with Forest Park. You look at scores by the quarters, and 16 points was the difference in that second quarter of play, and the game wound up a 19-point margin. It was basically decided right there. Paoli started making some shots in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter, but too late, more or less. They wound up 18 out of 45 on the night for 40%. They were 5 of 11 in the first quarter. The second quarter, just 1 out of 7. Then they go 5 of 15 in the third and 7 of 12 in the fourth quarter of play to bring that percentage up to 40. Included in the 18 of 45 overall figure is 6 out of 14 three-point shooting for Paoli tonight. You'll take that every night of the week, 43% there. They were 2 of 6 in that fourth quarter of play. As far as Forest Park is concerned, they shoot the ball exceptionally well. 59% on the night, 23 out of 59. They were 6 of 10 in that fourth quarter of play. To break it down by the quarters, they were 5 of 9 in the first, that's 56%, 7 of 13 in the second, 54%, 5 of 7 in the third, 71%, and then that 6 out of 10 in the fourth. Included in the 23 of 39 overall figure is 5 of 12 three-point shooting for Forest Park, 42% there. They were just 1 out of 3 in that fourth quarter of play. 69-50, that was your final. We'll take a break, and when we come back with the OC Eats postgame show, we'll be taking a look at some of the individual totals from tonight's ball game. You're listening to Rams Basketball on Mix 95.3.
For over 40 years, families in Orange and surrounding counties have relied on the professionalism of Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli in their time of need. Melvin Dillman established this high standard of dignity and care that remains today under the direction of Tim Scott, family, and staff. Call 812-723-2276 to set up a pre-need appointment, and the staff at Dillman Scott will be happy to discuss all of your options. Southern Indiana's gold standard of care. Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
All right, 69-50, that was your final here at Forest Park tonight. It was the Rangers' night. That is borne out in the stats and in the individual scoring. Looking at individual totals first for Paoli, Fletcher Cole, 28 points tonight, pretty well balanced throughout. As a matter of fact, had the big fourth quarter with 13 of his 28 in that fourth quarter. Then 14 points for Kirkland Hughes. It was good to see Hughes come out, knock down some threes, hopefully get some confidence back with him. But those were the only two in double figures for Paoli. And Paoli only got scoring out of 3 others. Chad Sullivan, not his typical ball game tonight. In foul trouble early, had 3 fouls in the first half. It really affected his play. He finished with just 4 points. Matter of fact, he only got 5 shot attempts tonight. So 4 points for Chad. And then off of the bench, you get 2 points from Jackson Reynolds and 2 from Justin Thornton. As far as Forest Park is concerned, this is the thing that I like most about their ball club is how balanced they are. They had 2 players leading the way with 18 points apiece. Reese Wolf, he started slow, but as the quarters picked up, so did his scoring. He finished with 18. And then Camden Partenheimer, nice-looking sophomore, about 6'7", 6'8", big kid. He's going to be a load to handle here in the next couple of years. He also finished with 18 points. Then they don't fall off much after that. Brock Schuler, he finished with 14 points. Then you've got 2 players each with 7 points. Jared Berger, he didn't knock down the usual number of shots that he does. He leads Forest Park in scoring most nights, but he had 7 a night. Then off the bench, Jaden Bettag, he finished with 7 and 5 for Owen Beglin. As far as the scores by the quarters, and again, you look at that second quarter in particular. After 1, it was a 1-point ball game, 13-12 in favor of Forest Park. Second quarter comes along, and the floor just falls out from underneath Paoli as they get outscored 21-5 in that second quarter of play. So it's a 34-17 Forest Park advantage after 2. Third quarter, the 2 teams play even, 15 apiece. It's 49-32 after 3. Fourth quarter, just a 2-point margin between the two. Forest Park outscores Paoli 20-18, and that gets us to our final of 69-50. Well, we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll see if we can't get Coach Dusty Cole up the stairs. Of course, he's not feeling well, so maybe not, but we'll try to get him up here. You're listening to Rams Basketball on Mix 95.3.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
You can make a difference in the life of abused and neglected children in Orange County. I'm Orange County Circuit Court Judge Steve Owen, and we have a court-appointed special advocate program, or CASA, right here in Orange County, and we need your help. There's no special skills required, and we can train you on the skills that are needed. All you have to do is just call Robin Brown today and tell her that you want to help us help these children feel safe and loved here in Orange County. That's Orange County CASA at 812-653-4889.
Craving your favorite meal, but don't want to leave the house? OC Eats has got you covered. We deliver from the best restaurants in West Baden, French Lick, and Paoli every day from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Whether you're in the mood for burgers, pizza, Chinese, Japanese, ice cream, or something else, we've got you covered. Just visit getoceats.com. That's GETOCEATS.com or call 812-653-7431 and we'll place the order for you. OC Eats, delivering happiness right to your door. We'll see you soon.
As we continue with the OC Eats post-game show, the Rams fall on the road here tonight. It was a tough doubleheader weekend. We knew it would be. Last night picked up the big win over Corden Central and trying to bounce back here against Forest Park. This was a game, Bert, with two teams that were very evenly matched. Unfortunately, though, Forest Park played good and the Rams did not play good, and that proved to be the difference here tonight.
You know, when you are around the game enough, you realize it's a long season, and at some point in time, it's not going to be your night. And that's simply the case for Paoli tonight. The boys gave the effort, but the results just weren't there. It kind of showed when the shots stopped falling for a while there in the second quarter of play. That continued into the third quarter for a little bit before Paoli started to play more like themselves. But by then, I think it got up to, as much as a 26-point margin, I think it was. That was the biggest lead for Forest Park. And, you know, it's just one of those nights. The shots aren't falling. When you come back on defense, you get a deflection, let's say. But it ends up right in the hands of the other team, and they're right under the basket, and they lay it in. So, you know, as far as I'm concerned, you just kind of write this one off. Forget about it. Leave it right here in the gym. Don't talk about it again. Burn the tape, whatever you want to do, and then get ready for whatever's coming up next.
Well, Forest Park up next for them, of course. Next week's going to be a totally different week because it will be girls' sectional, so boys will be playing around the sectional games on Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Forest Park in that mode. They'll be back here at home on Thursday to take on Evansville Mater Dei. And, of course, for the Rams, they'll look to bounce back at home on Thursday, as they will welcome in the Shoals Jug Rocks to Chambers Gymnasium. Of course, our next broadcast will be girls sectional basketball. Bert and I will be headed down to Ron Ferguson Gymnasium at Crawford County on Tuesday night, as the Rams will open up sectional play against Eastern, a team that they wrapped up their regular season with this past Tuesday night. So it'll be a rematch, hopefully a different outcome for Coach Cruz and the girls, and then be able to move on to that semifinal round on Friday. And then if you win there, you get into that sectional championship, and you just never know what happens if you can get to that Friday night. And that's exactly what the Rams will be hoping for. We'll come back as we continue with the OC Eats post-game show and talk with head coach Dusty Cole. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Invest where it matters most, in the people and the potential of Orange County. Over the last decade, through the power of giving, the Orange County Community Foundation has helped thousands achieve their dreams, distributing numerous dollars in scholarships and grants from endowed funds. And we're just getting started. Scholarship applications will open soon. giving Orange County students the chance to unlock new opportunities, realize their full potential, and leave their mark on the world. Plus, be on the lookout for details on our unrestricted grants program, empowering local nonprofits to continue their philanthropic work and address the most pressing needs in our community. In 2024 alone, this grant cycle poured over $85,000 into our community, supporting many programs. Looking to make a lasting difference? Start a fund with us today and create a legacy that grows year after year. Call us at 812-723-4150 because your generosity shapes tomorrow. Together, we're building a better community. One scholarship, one grant, one legacy at a time.
Craving your favorite meal?
As we continue with the OC Eats post-game show, head coach Dusty Cole joins us now after this game. The Rams fall to Forest Park 69-50, and Coach got off to a decent start right there in that first quarter, but, man, the bottom just fell out in that second quarter.
Yeah, we didn't do a very good job early on. We didn't shoot the ball very well. That makes a big difference. And I actually thought they had a lot of shots. They came out, I think they shot 60% from the floor. And anytime you play a team that did that, they're going to be hard to beat on their home floor.
We talked about it, Coach. Two teams are really evenly matched. Forest Park played well, but Paoli didn't play well.
Yeah. There's a lot we'll be able to watch just in a game like this. Things didn't go our way, that's for sure. There's a lot of things that didn't go our way, but this will make us better. And we just talked to the kids about, showing the film and showing a lot of little things that could have made a difference. Would have it made a difference in a win or loss? I don't know. But it could have been a much more competitive game. So those are some things we have to look at. But, just more than anything, you just have to give them credit on playing a good ball game, and they bounced back in the game last night, and they had a good one there.
That'll be the old saying that you have to work with, Coach. You either win or lose and learn.
Yeah, and our kids are always going to learn. They're always going to do that. And, they always play hard. I thought the effort was there. We had a lot of foul trouble, and then already being down a couple guys, that made a difference too. So, we had some new faces out there trying to do a little more than we like to ask them to do. We had to do a lot of trapping and pressing, and there's a lot of rotations in that, and those guys did a great job. The effort was there. They really gave us some good minutes, but just kind of put us just behind the eight ball a little bit, and the foul trouble just kind of hurt us early on, and we couldn't ever really establish the paint, and that's the key for us. But a couple things just kind of stand out. They got to the free throw line so much more than we did. I think we only went 12 times. That's not like us. We usually go probably twice that. So that was kind of disappointing. And then we got beat on the glass pretty bad. And that's something that they have a lot of size. They have a lot of strength, but usually that's our strength as well. And so they beat us pretty good there, and that's an area we have to compete for sure.
And then, of Coach, when we didn't make shots in the second quarter, we couldn't press.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And once we could the second half, we could kind of see we caused some turnovers. We did some good things in that. We did give up some layups on the back end, which we normally don't do, but that's because we were trying to pressure just a little bit more, being down 15 or 20 points. But our kids didn't quit. They kept playing. We were able to make a couple runs back at them. But again, it seemed like every time we made a run, it might have got it to 12 or 13. They hit a big outside shot. I don't know how many threes they hit, but it seemed like it was quite a few for them. But just ended up shooting 61 from the floor, and that just kind of made it tough to chip away at that lead too much.
Still, though, Coach, it's a pretty good team here from Forest Park.
Yeah, it's a good team. Like I said, got to give them credit. That's what I was saying. And they played well, but it's also a good team, and they had a guy or two out as well. So, but it's also a team I'd love to play again. So, hopefully, we can maybe make that happen later on.
That's right. Be a good opportunity. Be a lot more on the line. As Coach, now you get a couple of days of practice. A rare Thursday night game when you return home to take on Shoals.
Yeah, and I think it just kind of took a lot out of us last night too. Probably more than you think. Sometimes we had 2 or 3 guys out there who played big minutes, and just playing those back to back. That makes a difference as well. So just a couple days rest. That'll kind of do us wonders. We have a couple guys out with the sickness and the injury, so that gives them 3 or 4 more days as well. We might actually take a day off, and we haven't done that since Christmas. So we might give the boys Monday off just to kind of get away from them a little bit and just kind of have a reboot. We don't have a lot of time to do that. It seems like we play about 3 games about every week the rest of the way, or it's like a Tuesday, Friday the rest of the way. So there's not many days we can take off. But I think it's a Thursday game next week,
yeah.
so we might take that Monday off and still come back and have 2 good days of practice. but I think the boys need that a little bit.
They do, and hopefully they'll recoup, and so will you. You feeling better today?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better. Just kind of part of it this time of year.
It is.
Like kids go through injuries and sickness. It happens about every year, but we got a lot of tough kids out there, and they're going to give us everything they have for sure, and I'm going to try to do the same.
All right, Coach, thanks for making the long walk up. We appreciate it, man.
Yep, I appreciate it.
We'll talk to you Monday on Coach's Corner.
Thanks.
You bet. Head Coach Dusty Cole of the Paoli Rams here tonight as the Rams fall on the road to the Forest Park Rangers. Again, the final was 69-50 in favor of the Forest Park Rangers here tonight as we get set to go. Coach wants to flip books with it. There we go. All right. Forest Park with that win, by the way, improves to 12-4. The Rams snapped their 7-game winning streak. There's a very good 12-2, and we'll try and get back on the winning track Thursday night when they return home against Shoals. But here tonight, after a very tight first quarter where Forest Park led by the end of one, the Rangers, though, that was the big quarter as they outscored Paoli 21-5. Got that lead out to 34-17 at the half. From the rest of the game, played nearly even. Rams made a couple of runs, but as Coach mentioned, Forest Park able to hit some good, tough shots and some big three-pointers to stem any tide that the Rams had in a possible comeback here tonight on the road as they fall for just the second time this season. By the way, the Rams junior varsity, they remain undefeated as they picked up the win over Forest Park tonight, 49-39. So congratulations, Coach Aaron Key's team, on their win here tonight on the road against Forest Park. Again, want to thank all of our great sponsors for allowing us to bring you high school basketball not only tonight but throughout the entire season. A big thank you as well out to our post-game show sponsor, OC Eats, delivering happiness right to your door. We'll see you soon. Big thank you, and welcome back to Jason Archer, an engineer and producer back at the studio tonight. And most of all, thanks to you for listening. For Bert Pedigo, I'm Dave Dedrick. Again, your final tonight on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard from Eckler Arena at Forest Park Junior Senior High School. It was Forest Park 69, Paoli 50. Good night, everybody.
High school sports on Mix 95.3 WME is brought to you all season long